Hello, everybody, and welcome to my channel. I am the Backwoods Heathen, and I'm here with another rant from the Backwoods. Well, we've had quite an eventful few days, haven't we, ladies and gentlemen? So, I guess if you've been living in a cave, you might not know, but Trumpers tried to storm the Capitol building. And not only tried, they actually did storm the Capitol building. They made it inside, and one woman was shot by a federal officer. I think it was Capitol Police, actually, who shot her, but still, you get my point. Which is just fucking crazy. And let's honestly call this what it was. This was a terrorist attempt. These people were armed, and they were trying to force themselves way into the Capitol building in an attempt to intimidate the people voting on the Electoral College. These fucking people were terrorists. Plain and fucking simple. There's no other way to look at it. Anybody that forces your way into a Capitol building during a vote like that while armed, you're not a fucking protester anymore. You're a fucking terrorist at that point. So I'm sorry if I don't have too much compassion. Which I'm not going to go off on the lady that was shot. I don't know if she was armed. But she did help storm the Capitol building. So you kind of got to think shit like that's going to happen. And then almost immediately after that happened, what do you think else happened? That's right. The projection started. Trump supporters immediately started trying to blame anybody else for what had happened. They blamed Antifa. They said that it was Antifa plots, Those were Antifa members. Those weren't real Trump supporters. They wouldn't do that. Or it was BML. They were just trying to make us look bad. No, motherfuckers. Nobody needs to help you make yourselves look bad. You did a damn good job of that all on your fucking own, okay? Don't try to pass this buck and put it on somebody else. You did this. Okay? Not Black Lives Matter. Not Antifa. You. You did this. Okay? Take some fucking personal responsibility. And then today, we had another thing go off in which Trump has now been banned by Twitter. Which, this just set the fucking Trumpers off even more. Now they're all screaming about free speech. Let me explain something to you people, since a lot of you don't seem to understand. Freedom of speech applies to the government. It does not apply to private companies or private platforms. Right now, YouTube could kick me off of this fucking platform, and that would not be restricting my free speech. It's their platform. They have a right to fucking do that. It's like if a store says no shirt, no shoes, no service. That's their policy. You have to follow the policy to go to the store. You have to follow the terms of service to use certain platforms. Trump has obviously violated the terms of service multiple fucking times on Twitter. So I don't really blame him for blocking him. And I don't really care, honestly. Fuck him. So all this crazy shit going down, and it seems like our fucking country is just in one hell of a fucking state. And I honestly don't know really what to say about it. To me, I'm kind of baffled. I gotta admit, I expected better out of Trump's supporters. But I did expect one thing that did come true. You see, Trump made a speech earlier in that day, right before all this shit went down, where he actually encouraged his supporters to march on the Capitol building. And he even told them, I will march with you. We will march to the Capitol building together. But guess where Trump was when all this went down? That's right. Safe inside the fucking White House. Trump once again shows his fucking cowardice. As one of his own supporters was shot by Capitol Police, he was hiding in the White House, safe and fucking sound. Literally just hours after encouraging these people to raid the Capitol building. He's a coward. Plain and fucking simple. And we really need to get out of this. We need to get over this whole voter fraud bullshit, alright? There has been no proof of substantial voter fraud found. Zero, zip, zilch. Nothing even close to being able to have overturned the election. Not even close. There have been over 50 court cases filed by Trump's administration. All but one has been thrown out. And the one they did win was basically just some procedural bullshit that didn't even change anything. So if there's any Trump supporters out there listening to this, I just have one thing to say to you. It's time to balls up. Suck it up, man up, and move on with your fucking life. Your guy lost. That's all there is to it. I know it sucks. We all have disappointments in life. But you gotta move on. And now I'm going to address the other side of the Trump supporters that I hear calling for civil war. You people are beyond the doubt the biggest pieces of fucking filth I have ever fucking seen. You are calling for civil war. Do you realize what the fuck you are calling for? Because I know a lot of you motherfuckers have probably seen war on TV. Or you've read about war in fucking books. But a civil war in this country would not be like anything you have ever read about, except for way back over 100 years ago. This will turn brother on brother, state on state, neighbor on neighbor. This is not a fucking fight that will appear on some distant battlefield. This is a battle that your children will witness. They will witness their schoolmates, their neighbors, their friends, their brothers, their sisters dying. If that's really what you want for this fucking country, then you are undoubtedly one of the biggest fucking pieces of filth in this fucking country. And you are exactly what's wrong with this fucking country. But I'm about done here. I know this one's a little longer than what I usually do. But I'm the Backwoods Heathen. If you like this video, like and subscribe. I'm out.